An inside look into the mind of a convicted killer. Imagine you are Charles Adelson. You just finished the trial. Closing arguments are done. The judge gave instructions to the jury. And now you go wait to find out what's your fate. Inside your mind, you have so many thoughts, right? You have hope. You believe that you studied the case inside out while you were in jail and you knew everything. You were confident that between you and your attorneys and the people you hired to help select the jury, you're going to outwork the prosecution and you're going to win the case. Your attorney is the closer, and he did a great job on closing arguments. And you feel confident about how you performed on the witness stand. And everybody you speak to on your team, on Team Charles Adelson, says, you did it. You won the battle against Georgia Kappelman. But then the judge lets you know there's a verdict, and it doesn't sound like good news for you. You go wait for the verdict, and it comes in, and it's guilty. And the world crashes down on you. You're now going home to celebrate the next day. So now you go to jail, straight from the courthouse, the Leon County Courthouse, to the Leon County Jail. And what do? You pick up that tablet, and you start making phone calls. You're dejected, and you want to understand what just happened. Why did this happen so fast? Why did the jury come to a guilty decision so fast? And the reality is this. You got to have to realize, he has to realize, if you're Charles Adelson, you got to realize that everything depended on your credibility. And if the jury didn't believe you, then what else is there for the jury to look at? Because everything rested on his testimony, on Charles Adelson's testimony, that he was extorted. If the jury didn't believe it, he had already admitted that he paid for the murder with his own cash. So that was it. It was all on his credibility, and the jury decided against him. So here we go. We're going to have a series that Ladybug is going to describe to you right now.
So we got all of Charles Adelson's jail calls from November 6th, the day he was convicted, to December 1st. And we are going to play all of them for you. And we're going to have a series, an inside look on all of these jail calls, and you're going to get them on the daily.
Yes. And there may, I'm not 100% sure that these are all the phone calls that Charles Adelson made, but those are the phone calls that were identified by the state of Florida as evidence. So there may have been phone calls that have no evidence, no evidentiary value, that may not have been included in the set that we received. But we have a ton of phone calls, and we're going to share them with you over the next few days.
We hope you enjoy this video and the ones coming up.
And remember to stay objective anytime that we present evidence to you. Even though Charles Adelson was convicted, our hope is always to be objective in the evaluation of evidence. So let's keep an open mind. As you will see, this team, the Charles Adelson team, is very dejected, and they felt that they just got railroaded and that the whole system was unfair. So I want you to think about it from both sides, right? We all, I think, not all of us, but I believe that the jury got it right. The other side doesn't. So let's see what they have to say about it.
A big thank you to all of you who continuously support Deep Dive True Crime. We thank you tremendously. And if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to give you this amazing content. Thank you so much, everyone. We hope you enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Charlie.
an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press
1. To refuse charge, thank you for using Securus.
You may start the conversation now.
Hey.
Hey, Charlie.
How are you guys?
Okay. We're still talking to you, so that's good. We're still talking.
I'm not going to say anything. It is what it is. No, trust me, it is. I knew what jurors like, and I knew what I had when I was up here. I knew what I was dealing with. Look, it is what it is.
Have you spoken to Dan since you left?
No, I called you. Should I call him?
Yeah, there's something that he told us. You need to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, no. I'm going to talk to him, but I'm fine. I'll call you in a little bit. But take it down, relax. Not getting upset, not going to change anything. So I'm going to get you checked.
Tell you what he told us, okay?
Listen, I'm fine. Just take something to relax, okay?
All right, we're going to be okay, Charlie. Just please give Dan a call and tell us back later, okay?
Yeah, tell Mom to take something and relax. I'm not.
I will.
I know what I was dealing with. You can't take something, you don't go crazy and get upset.
Okay. I love you. We will talk a little bit later.
Yes, I got full power on my phone. I'll call you guys in a little bit tonight. And that's,
Just call Dan first, okay?
I'm calling Dan. I'm going to call her in a little bit, but I'm calling Dan first, okay? All right. Love you guys.
Love you, Charlie.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from
Charlie.
An incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Great. What? No worries.
Roman is, we're at Tim's house, and he's downstairs roasting marshmallows with Tim, and I'm just like, I need to be around.
Oh, you never come home. Sorry, I'm like in shock. I'm like numb. I swear to God, I'm like numb and in shock.
Truly was not expecting that at all. And I saw it live. I saw everything.
I still can't believe it. I'm still in shock. I'm like, I think it's still going to get more of a dream. Sure, I'm never coming home.
It's really like set in. I immediately my mom's been with Roman after school, and then I wanted to hear the verdict, and then I came to pick up Roman, and Tim was like, "Can you stay here for the night?" So we're actually at Tim's new house right now. to these people is because he's going on a busy street right now. But
Fuck, dude.
I don't know what to say. I don't know. Honestly,
That's so real. That's real. I made it with you again.
Surely this is not okay. And I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. This is not. I mean, you do not deserve this, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
Just know that I love you. I love Roman more than anything in the world. And I'm going to be here for you, for him and you, any possible way I can. And I will always support you guys. So, I want to just see him, but it's like, I don't even know, like, when I get to prison, like, in a few months, like, it's behind glass. Like, I'll be fucking talking on a phone looking at you through a fucking 3-inch glass.
I mean, like, if you ever want to see Roman, I mean, Charlie, I'll be there. Like, the first day if you're about to see me.
Of course I do. I want to see my kid behind a piece of glass.
I don't care. I mean, if you want me to do that, I will.
I mean, if I can't see him in person, I want to be able to. I want you guys to visit with him. To come see me, every once in a while. Keep me going. I mean, the only thing in the world I really do I really, it's my son. I feel the same way you would feel.
Oh, baby. Oh, here. Roman was upset. Hold on here. Oh, come here, honey. Come here. Hey, come here. You want to talk to Daddy? No. You just want to snuggle? Yeah? Hey, do you want to still stay here or you want to go back home? What do you want? You want to stay here? You just want me? Okay, alright. Look, you have me, baby. I'm right here. You want to talk to Daddy? No, okay, okay. Here. Will you have me, baby? You have me, honey. You're right here. Whatever you want, you will have.
Yeah, I'm always going to take care of Roman. Like, I just want to make a promise to you. Like, Roman is always going to be taken care of. That's my wife.
There's nothing more than I wanted.
It tears my heart out more than you've ever fucking been. His words can't make sense of words. Trust me. They put me in fucking, they had me in some suicide cell, not to kill myself. They let me keep my clothes, but I guess we can get 10. They put me over here so they can, like, observe you. And hopefully tomorrow I can come back in my regular pile. This room that has nothing but blood and shit spread all over the walls.
So are you back in the same, so you're not back in the same spot that you were?
They moved me at my cell, and they put me in E1. It's like, I told you the suicide cells are like a divider in my cot.
Yeah, I guess they put that after, like, a guilt. Yeah.
After, like, a sentence like this, you get a life sentence. Put you here so you can observe you. I need to tell my parents I'm doing suicide cells. Not suicidal. But they just do this so they can absorb it. I knew it was a sham when I came up here. Like the amount of press that this has gotten, the amount of publicity that this has gotten, the amount of coverage in the town this has gotten. I was public enemy number one up here. Like there was no way they didn't even review the evidence. The closing that the prosecutor did, she put up so much fucking bullshit things that aren't true, things were cut and pasted, things were just like the Cliff Notes versions and made it all seem perfect for the jury. It was like she dumbed it down to a third grade level and was like, this is what happened. And when I saw her closing, I was like, this is it. This is a joke. Just keep an eye on my parents. Just make sure that
coming down the street with rap. You're the music era. That music.
it doesn't feel real.
And I'm gonna have to figure some stuff out with conversations with, and we'll figure that out together, okay? And
Figure out conversation one.
How to go about this, how to, and just.
I think hold off for a little bit before you talk to him.
Of course. Well, I mean,
Charlie, break my heart, break. Like it literally breaks my fucking heart.
I know. It's not going to be a conversation now or in the very near future, okay? And when it comes to time, we'll figure it out together, okay? I'm here.
It doesn't seem real.
I know it doesn't. Yeah, I mean,
I really thought I was going to work today. I really did. Like, I gave away all my stuff last time.
I tried calling your mom. She hasn't responded, so, which is understandable.
They're a disaster.
I know. You've spoken to her already, right?
Just a little bit of words. So, like, they're very upset. Very upset. I don't think I stood a chance up here. I think that the jury system, the people that we had, we get 10Xs, people who we had to get off the jury were people who would have been horrible for me. It wasn't even like, ooh, let me pick good ones. It was like I just had to use my X's to get people off or like a retired cop of 24 years who was like an arson investigator from Miami, and like the way he spoke, he was just like, So they got me here, and we're gonna have someone come through the morning, evaluate me, make sure I'm thinking straight and everything, which I'm fine. And then I'm just in this fucking, it's like in a solitary cell, mirrored glass, and there's, all kind of hidden.
Whether it's through a glass or not, we'll be there. Okay?
What's that?
Whether it's through a glass or not, we'll be there. You want anything, you ask me for anything else, I will have it. Okay?
Yeah. You guys will like, if I can pick up the phone and call my son and talk to him every day, and, I'll always be there for you guys and come and visit, like,
I cannot
once a month or so. Doesn't feel real.
I'm so sorry.
Doesn't feel real. That's it. Not with the somebody. Must be good. Yeah. Hard for me. Like, I want to call my parents, but I'm going to get more upset when I talk to them. I really thought I was going to get out. Thought I was going to
I felt so good about it.
It's good. These people didn't even deliberate. I mean, to have all 12 people agree within 3 hours, and they fucking really Kaplan put the case together for them. It was the equivalent of Ryan Fitzpatrick, and my best saying he was my best friend, which is what he said.
There's so much. We're hitting so many things right now. Especially him. Especially so many people. So many people. I just went home.
It's a deep breath, and I just told my parents, say, well,
To the thing that happened, I promise I'm always here.
take really good care of Roman. Don't let him around any pit bulls. Do that. Yeah, just watch him. Because I love that guy more than anything. I wish I could have been there. Really good. Me too. It's the right time to have sometimes. How's your mother's brother doing?
She didn't want to talk, but you know, I think we can start to know that she's considered a couple things. I'm sitting on her outdoor porch just because I needed a moment, and I'm glad you called at this moment. And I'm gonna go inside and we're gonna sleep here tonight. I didn't want to be alone.
You're going to sleep at mom's and Tim's tonight?
I'm sleeping at Tim and Mom's house tonight. We're gonna sleep in one of his kids' bedrooms. They set it up for us, so we're gonna sleep upstairs just for the night. And head back tomorrow. Roman has a teacher work day tomorrow, so I'll be with him all day. You can call anytime.
So your brother's going to be home tomorrow with you? You taking a day off?
I'm taking the day off, yeah.
You already called your boss and let him know?
I've already let him know. I don't want to be back until Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
I needed they've been actually very supportive the past week. And I get paid tomorrow despite not coming in. So that's good.
So, look, maybe I'll call you again tonight. This room by myself. So,
Okay.
I'll make it through. I'll keep my chin up.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, so
It's happening.
Are you going to call your parents again?
I'm going to call my parents and I'll call you again in a little while.
Okay. All right. I'll let it go. Okay. I'll be up.
All right. Sounds good. I'll call you a bit.
The caller has hung up.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Charlie.
an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press
1. To refuse, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now. This call is being terminated. No third-party calls are allowed.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Charlie.
an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press
1. To refuse charges, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6.
For balance and rate quotes, press
7.
To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press
1. To refuse charges, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, Charlie.
So,
You spoke to Dan.
I'm like, been there for a while. Been there for a long time. He was okay with trying to go eat to get out of the road. He stayed on it for a long time, wasn't he? He said he was going to call you guys when I got off the phone with him. So I was going to call in a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He did. We were able to get through the brief.
I spoke to Bree. Roland has like fallen asleep in her lap.
Okay.
She's like, when I was in a Roland, I'm like, just don't say anything to him yet. There's no reason to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't handle that. That's the honestly the only thing.
No. I know. I know. You don't have to say it now.
No. I mean, honestly, the only thing I really wanted to do is be just dad in my life. It's just be a dad, have a son.
I know. Believe me, I know.
I just wanted to be a dad. I mean, when I was with Bree, I dated her for 6 weeks. I found out she was pregnant 6 weeks after we'd broken up. And I was like, no, I want to keep it. I want to be a dad.
I know you did.
I know, Charlie. I know.
Take a breath, Charlie.
Take a deep breath, Charlie, please.
But honestly, I'm like, I don't know if I'm in a state of shock.
Yeah, you're in shock. We're all in shock. Yeah. We're all in shock.
I had a feeling though, so it's not like, listen, I've been up in Tallahassee for a year and a half. I mean, I got a taste for how big this case was. I had no idea. There was no way in hell I was ever going to get a fair trial up here. No fucking way in hell. No, listen, even with the jury consultants, we ended up using X's on people that were like fucking horrible. Like not even like selection. It was just like get the people off that you like. I mean, honestly, I sat there and like the same people that I said let's X off our jury. To be honest with you, were the same people the jury consultants were like, yeah, you can't have these people on your jury. So it wasn't even like picking good people. It was about just keeping the fucking horrible ones off that we could have come on. There was no like, every time I said, oh, this one, I had the same numbers down that we had to get rid of that they had on my paper that they had to get rid of. There was no,
I know. It was, listen, these people didn't deliberate. We know what happened. They were decided before. They went back, filled out their papers, and came out. That's not a deliberation. They looked at
a couple things. I got them in it. They probably ate for an hour and then talked about some stuff. Went through this paperwork, filled it out. Because they went all the way to like, I guess 1:30 with the opening stuff. And then they probably took lunch till 2:30.
Yeah. They didn't deliberate. They did nothing.
do the wire.
That.
When they came in and I saw when they came in this morning and nobody looked at me, I knew they'd already made up their mind. Sometimes I wish I went with my gut instinct for life.
Dan did a great job. You spoke well. They listened to nothing. Absolutely.
Yeah. They cut and pasted emails. They cut and pasted lines from text messages and gave it their own meaning. You know, like, oh, kissy face. Oh, like.
That's not what they did. Oh, it's a mistake.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, it was like they dressed it up into something it wasn't. They just, I don't want to talk about it. I'm in shock. I'm partly in shock, partly not surprised, partly just certain things that I don't want to go into, but I just wish I went with my gut instinct. My gut instinct was not. I wish I would have gone with my gut more in life. What it's about, right? You guys take care of yourself. I mean, I'm not saying I needed you guys getting sick out there. One more thing on my head.
Yeah, no.
I don't have much. You know, I don't really have much in life anymore. So it was something happened to you guys.
Well, we'll be fine.
We'll stay tough for you, Charlie. We'll stay tough.
You know, like come see me. You know, again. I don't even know what it's going to be like, but I did ask Dan if they put me in, if they maybe get me in some it's called protective management, where people are like, that I guess have high profile cases or people that are like police officers, when they go into custody, they put them in certain areas, but they can't put them in general population. I heard there's camps that are like that. I'm in shock. He said they're going to work on that. They're going to work on the appeal.
Right.
I mean, listen, it's such a high profile. You know, it's like you have to get an appellate lawyer. It's such a high profile case that, I mean, everyone's saying all the right things. Listen, I had a good life. I really did. It was about 45 out there. And,
Let's see what the
trust me, the judge gave these people plenty of warnings. I'm sure they followed their little instructions. These are people who took a Catwoman. These are all people from Tallahassee. There's no way that they're a rock. There's no way you don't know about this case. You know, this is the biggest. This is the biggest case they've had up here since in the 80s. This was.
Charlie, they weren't listening. They weren't listening to anything because if they had a brain and they were listening, it was very clear.
Yeah,
but
they did.
Don't listen. They just go. They just do. They don't listen.
Yeah, and they're hammered with someone like Georgia Catwoman, who makes it real simple for them.
She had no evidence. She had nothing.
No. They had emails. Look at the emails. Oh, look at the emails. Which is, you know.
Emails that never mentions anything about danger or violence.
I trust me. I know that it's not how that's not what they use it for. They use it to paint a different picture. To paint the picture. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ, they made a deal about me calling the home phone line. We've had it since 1979. Like, you only lived there for 3 months in 2014. So you're only there 90 days in 14. They ran a chart going to 16. Well, yes, because the house was sold in 15, and you're only there 90 days. I mean, there's nothing special about calling my home phone. But they put up a pie chart, and they made it look like there was something very suspicious about calling you at home.
It's just like you said, they painted a picture without evidence. That's what they did.
Yeah. They literally, they had a theory. I don't know what to talk about anymore.
Yeah, there's no point. There's no point right now.
I can't really talk on this. Even though this is calling on a landline.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. All right.
Right. So it's only for the night that they moved me over to E1 because when you get convicted, they notice sentences like this. They want to know her like.
Say that again. They're moving you?
No, they already did it. When I came back to the jail, I had to roll up my stuff and moved me to E1. But at least they let me keep my clothes. I'm not in my regular cell anymore. They have me in a suicide cell.
Is it your own cell?
Yeah, it's my own cell, but it's got a hole in the wall and shit on the ceiling. I can't see the mirror, the glass, it's got a video camera. People fucking screaming.
I know, I hear them.
And I'm just like in my little cell, like a solitary green cell with lights on. I can't see out. Like I said to the officer, put me in here. I'm like, listen, I'm not suicidal. But I guess whenever you're convicted and stuff, they put them in one of these for observation. The chief of the prison can come talk to me tomorrow. We're going to have a therapist come talk to me tomorrow. I'm not suicidal. You can't leave me in here that long. You crazy looking yourself. There's no one can talk to you in the morning. I'll probably get moved back to my pod and back to myself. Just do this, I guess, a precautionary thing.
Yeah.
That's what they sometimes, right?
That is unbelievable.
I don't want to say no way to anybody with a fellow lawyer. This case is so big. It's so publicized. This isn't some guy trying to get an appeal on the case. This was like what had to be sold up here. They had live coverage. They had, they pull out all the stops. It's not something.
I know what they're
not making a fake. You know what I mean? It's not like, we thought for a minute they got started back on appeal, or the judge made a super ruling. They were dotting every I and crossing every T. I love you guys.
I love you, Charlie.
I love you, Charlie.
Get through tonight and get through tomorrow. And just call us anytime, please, okay?
Yeah, no, listen, take something so you don't end up having a heart attack tonight, okay?
Okay.
Listen, I love you guys a lot, okay?
I love you,
I love you, Charlie. My whole heart, I love you.
You understand, like, I just take care of Roman for me and keep an eye out for him.
You know I will.
And then ask Wendy. By the way, I wrote sent like a month ago. He never wrote me back.
I know. I'll find out.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, no. How's Wendy doing?
I can't talk to her. I don't know.
You don't talk to her?
I did not talk to her. I can't do it. I can't talk to her. Anybody else but you is bad.
Yeah.
Listen, I love you guys a lot, okay? Everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be strong.
I know you will.
And Dan's gonna look out for me. They're gonna try to. I already told them, so don't harass them about it because I've already spoken to them, said it twice, and they said they're definitely gonna look into it and do what they can about getting these. About getting these.
Say that again.
Yeah, about the protective, trying to get me into the protective management because of the publicity on the case.
Right.
And look, I don't want you guys. Man, I know you're upset. I just don't want you guys getting sick over this.
Just be strong, okay? And it will be fine.
Yeah, I've been dealing with this for how many years now? You know, it's like
I know.
now you get what I listen. I haven't been myself. Listen, for me, for how many years for how many years I had it was hard to be normal with everything going on. It's kind of, and I still try to work and it still works. Still I don't think nobody ever got what was going on in my head. Nobody ever knew. But I always had like I said, I always had a feeling. And I remember, honest to God, I remember the last time that we all went to the sushi room and we were taking video. You don't even want to know what I was thinking in my head.
We'll take care of Roman, but just hang in there. Okay.
I'm good. No, listen. I woke up today in jail and going to bed in jail. Nothing changed for me. Unfortunately, we didn't win. I don't even say it. I'm still in shock. I'm still, honestly, I cried a little bit when I got in the cell, but I'm still, it's set in, but it hasn't set in, and it doesn't feel real. And it's almost like, if it makes any sense, it feels like it's no different than it was yesterday. I was in the cell. But it's like it's like my worst fucking nightmare, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I know, Charlie. It's for all of us, Charlie. It is for all of us.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't know what to say either.
We're here,
Charlie. We're here. Anything that can be done, we're going to try to do.
I know, but don't do me one favor and don't get sick. Listen, tonight, please take something now if you haven't already.
We already did.
We did, Charlie. We did.
Take another one. But listen,
All right.
I love you guys. You're my parents.
I know.
Right. But we're just.
Hang in there. I don't want to make you cry, so just take it easy tonight, okay?
Again, if I want to quit tonight.
Yeah, call us anytime. We're up.
Anytime,
Okay.
Charlie. Please, anytime.
Okay. Okay.
Love you.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
The caller has hello. This is a free call from
Charlie.
You've reached the
An incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6. Hello, this is a free call from
Charlie.
Yes.
an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Michael.
Well, you tell me what the game plan is now.
Yeah, you're not kidding. They got me in a suicide cell. Not because I'm suicidal or anything, but I guess when you get charged, when you get convicted like this, they move you over to the suicide cell in one, so they can observe you for like the next day until they can put me back in my pod. So in this cell that's got blood and shit on the walls, and cameras and mirrors. At least they let me keep my clothes. Usually they strip you down naked, but I'm not suicidal, I'm just numb. Fuck it.
Well, what did Jim say at the end?
He said, I don't think I really got a fair shake in Tallahassee. And I can kind of tell that it was jury selection. It wasn't. It was a joke. I wish it was trust like that. I wish I was by the time machine and go back and fill out these different people.
Is he going to stick with you through the appeal?
Well, he says I need an appellate lawyer. He's not an appellate lawyer. His lawyer is specialized in appellate law. So yeah. So he's gonna do an appellate. But listen, I'm sure they dotted every I, crossed every T, and everything.
Yeah.
This was the Super Bowl in Tallahassee, the fucking state capitol. This was their Super Bowl. They weren't gonna fumble. They did everything. I'm sure. It was just a joke of what the prosecutor put together on her closing statement. Her closing was like,
Yeah.
I saw it, I was just, it was nothing but, emails and text messages and, and autopsy photos. And it was painting a picture and throwing in that. I think I spoke to Ryan Fitzpatrick once in 2014. She said he was my best friend at 14, and this is what he said. What? I literally have 2 text messages with the guy in 14. He was my best friend. This is what he said. Throwing that out there in the jury. Like, they were eating up everything she said. They weren't thinking like she was lying about stuff or twisting stuff or DJing and calling my parents on their landline. Like, they've had that phone number since 1979. Like, there's nothing hidden there. There's nothing special about it. I called them on my cell phone to the home phone.
Well, like you said when we talked before, they had 90 people that said that they had already decided you were guilty.
I was there for 90 days.
You used up your strikes.
I used up my strikes on people that I had to get off the jury, which they could never have sat on my jury. They used up their strikes on people that would have given me a fair shot. I used up my strikes on people that were going to convict me before I sat down. So it was just like, it was.
Well, you ended up with 5 people that relatives and law.
Yeah, 5 people with family and law enforcement. You know, but I mean, like the people that I got off were law enforcement. 24-year law enforcement detective from Miami, arson investigator. You know, I mean, some of these guys, like, you know, anybody that would have given me a fair shot, they got off. So the few that would have given me a fair shot, they got off. The one that, you know, and it just became kind of like a, you know, they didn't go through the evidence in 2 hours. You know, there was so much evidence there. They got some text messages and painted a story, and Jeff Lacoste this, and Ryan Fitzpatrick this, and, you know, everybody with a fucking motive to show up at the jury. I thought it was like, I thought they'd see through that.
Yeah, they didn't give you much of a shot there, Charlie.
No. I mean, I got the temperature of Tallahassee when I was up here. It was, I mean, but I was sitting in jail on Friday. It's like at lunchtime, they take you to the courtroom, they shackle you up, they put you in the holding cells under the courthouse. And some guy was in the cell across from mine, and he was in prison uniform. He was brought in from the Department of Corrections. And he looks at me, he's like, "You Adelson?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, starts talking to me about my case. And I'm talking to him, and he's coming back on an appeal on a case. He's been gone since 2008. He's been gone 15 years in Tallahassee. He's in prison. I go, how the fuck, man? How do you know about my case in Tallahassee? You've been in prison for 15 years. He goes, "Man, we're travelers everywhere." He goes, "You know about the big cases." He goes, "I know all about your case." I'm like, great. That's great. So he was telling me.
So, Charlie, can you at least get somewhere else besides Tallahassee for a while?
Well, they're gonna have me here for 30 days, and then they're gonna move me to my guess is a place called Washington, which is a intake center where I'll be separated and I'll probably be put with the people who have life sentences. And then from there, they call them camps. And then from there, they're gonna disperse me to some camp in Florida, and I'm in state prison. And 50% of the prisons in Florida don't have AC. It's fucking hot.
What was that? 50% what?
Prisons don't have air conditioning. They were built before AC. So, yeah. And the guy was telling me, he's like, "You got to get on protective PM, they call it. It's called protective management. It's like when they send police officers and people who they can't put in general population. This guy was telling me that you got to get a PM, see if you can do it, because this was on Friday before I was even convicted, giving me the speech. Because he's like, he goes, you know, you got a high profile case. You know, you're going to get, someone's going to want to fucking stab you and say they killed you.
Yeah.
These guys don't care. These guys don't care. And I told that to my parents, you know, that I'm going to try to get on protective management, but I've spoken to guys here in jail who've been down the road, and they say that, like, people push them down the road, and it's like, they'll put them in solitary for 3 months. Like, there's no penalty for killing people because you already have a life sentence. So what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Put you behind the door for a year, 2 years? You don't care. You just burn it, you killed the guy. Or assault, nobody fucking reports an assault. If you report an assault, you're going to get it 10 times worse. You get payback.
Have you talked to your mom and dad since the jury came in?
Yeah, they're beside themselves. They're literally beside themselves. My mom.
Yeah, I got a text from your dad.
My mom can't talk. And my dad's, you know, I can tell he's staying strong, but, you know, he's got, you know, the issue with his heart. He's 79 years old. And it sucks. I don't have many people on the outside. And I love my parents. And, you know, I call them Marie. And she's like, she's not, I'm like, do not say anything wrong yet. Well, this is the point now where he's been asking for me, like, I can't wait to see you, Dad. I love you. I can't wait to give you all the hugs. You know, where are you? Are you going to finish the work soon? And I've been telling him I'm at work and I'm busy. But it's like, it fucking kills me. Like, honestly, I mean, I'm not suicidal, but it's other than my son, not much else that makes me want to, like, live, but it's fucking mental torture. Like, the thought of being in here and, like, only seeing your kids with a piece of glass is fucking bullshit. There's no other way to describe it. It tears my heart out. I don't know what to say. They're just pacing around in my fucking 6x9 room, mirror glass right now. Rambling.
How long you say you'll be there?
I think you mean in Leon County?
Yeah. Suicide watch. Keep you there.
I think till tomorrow. I mean, the chief of the jail is going to come see me tomorrow, and they have a therapist that comes to see you. They're going to ask me, you know, are you okay? You know, all these questions. I'm like, he just put me back in my pod. Like, I'm going to go crazy in this suicide, though. Like, it looks like a fucking Viet Cong prison cell. Like, it's all white, green walls, water, and shit on the ceiling. Like a bed in the center, and cameras, mirrors, zero privacy. But they even put people here, they strip them down naked. They let me in and keep my clothes on.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, will you, at the end of the day, for a while, at least go somewhere where you can get some sun and go outside?
You mean like, I've been outside for fucking 60 minutes in the last year and a half.
That's what I mean. I mean, like, is there one of these, you said that, like, they have these camps. Like, are those camps someplace that, like, you get out in the general population and go outside in the yard?
You should be, but there's some camps I've heard that there's some camps in Florida that are like just indoors. They're like, I always thought like you get out into a rec yard. Some don't have rec yards. Some you're literally, like, if there's one that these guys are talking about, this place called Graceville, that they got out for like 30 minutes in the last year to keep them indoors, like closed custody. Yeah, like I just trust me. I don't want to say it on the phone, but I trust me.
Visitors.
What's that?
You can have a visitor.
Here, there are no visitors in jail. I'm sure when I get to prison, I think you spend a month at an intake place, and then you get sent someplace. So I'm thinking it's going to be 2 to 3 months from now. I'll be at some place where I can get a visitor.
Okay. Well, I'll do what I can with your parents to keep their spirits up.
I don't know, like, it's like, you know, like, I should have taken a vacation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Have I thought of that? I thought of that plenty of times. I'm not wrong very often.
No, I should have taken more vacations in life. I agree. But honestly, all I did was, the sad thing is that I worked 6 days a week. Like I went to school till I was 29, and I built my business and worked all I did was work 6 days a week. That got there. Like never stole from anybody, never fucked anybody over. And the last couple of years of my life, the only friends I had around me were actually stealing from me.
Yeah.
A couple of people who were still like quote friends were just literally stealing from me, and one was doing everything he could to get everyone around me to hate me. But I didn't realize it because he was telling everyone how much he loved me, but then pouring poison in their ear and making shit up, and then telling them how much he loves me, and then they were buying it, and it was a fucking kind of a movie. That was that movie. Yeah, that's not much to say to me, right? That's
You told me told me the story, and you asked me my opinion, and I told you.
You know, he's like, I trust me. You know, I know all too well.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not that I thought you were wrong. I thought I'd get a fair shake.
Yeah.
I really did. I really believed and drank the Kool-Aid and thought I was going to get a fair shake. But this was not even.
Well, let's figure out a way to get you out of there. Let me think about it. Talk to your attorney. There's some rabbit in the hat here. Yeah, don't give up.
No, I'm not. Like, I love you. Not going to give up, but do me a favor. Just keep an eye on my folks.
I will.
Don't eye on the folks. And hopefully, Rick keeps a good eye on Roman. And I just don't want to see him behind glass. It's very surreal. I'm in the state of, I'm really like more shocked than I am like.
Yeah.
Sitting
Bad.
crying.
I tell you, you were pretty tough for a year and a half. You were pretty tough for a year and a half.
Yeah. No, I was extremely optimistic. I really had big plans for when I got out of here. Really did.
I watched a lot of it, 99% of it, and I thought at least that jury would be out. Somebody would say, no, I have a reason to out, but not in Tallahassee.
Not in Tallahassee, not that jury, and not after what she put together for her closing. I mean.
Her final was tough. Her final was really tough. Yeah.
She put together
a lot together.
It dumbed it all down and made it very cutesy, very sarcastic, cutesy, oh, he's buying gifts for him. I've never bought that guy a fucking gift in my life. I was being completely sarcastic. You could take sarcasm two ways. You could obviously always take it the wrong way. The reality check doesn't matter. It's what it, how you can spin it. The people that they had, run into the state with saying things that they had their own agenda. It was more like random people that you came and asked them, stuff, or these were people that had their own agenda when they were talking to the investigators. You can't take that as the truth. But evidently, look what I said to my best friend Ryan Fitzpatrick in 2014. I didn't even know the guy. Doesn't matter. She can say it. You know that it doesn't have to be. They can take anything they want to quote it. It doesn't have to be evidence. It doesn't have to be factual. It doesn't have to be taken as factual. And they're told that that's not factual. So they can say something that's completely wrong. The jury is not just instructed to take the evidence to trial, not evidence presented in the court. But you're saying stuff that's wrong. They're listening. They're deliberating. I just, after having gone through it, I see what a fucking sham the whole thing is. It don't seem real.
I'm here with Josh. Talk to Julie, Sean, Howard. We all love you. I just don't know if there's something we can do. Listen, I'm pretty creative. I've been in a lot of legal. I had some interaction with your attorney along the way. Let's see if we can think of something.
Yeah. If you do, it'll be a miracle. I just feel like this was their Super Bowl up here in Tallahassee. This is also the state capital. This was not You know, I mean, they took my sister's book that she wrote that's got nothing to do with this case, and they spun it to like the little Tallahassee. Like she made up an imaginary town, but the name sounded close to Tallahassee, somewhere on the way to nowhere. You know, like you saw it when they were talking about her book, almost like she was using the book to put down Tallahassee. Like, what the fuck does her book have anything to do with the case? Not that. Everything that she brought in has nothing to do with the case. But it was like spun, and yeah, I see what it looks like. She's shitting on Tallahassee in her book. And the book was
Yeah. She definitely made it look like everybody looked out, and your family looked out in Tallahassee.
Oh yeah, it was all about like, it actually looks like a nice college town. I actually like it. But what I'm seeing is people have a little word about it, like I've been up there for a year and a half, like small town. I mean, I kind of like it. It's a small, big town. Like, I mean, but the point is, like, that's not how it was paid to look. I mean, you're seeing, you know, if you ever look at somebody's, you know, someone's going through a breakup and you look at friends texting each other, talking shit about the person that they were with, like, that's normal stuff to, like, you know, talk back and forth and, you know, text messages, and it's not meant to cut and paste it and be like, look, these people are crazy. Like, that's basically what they're able to take emails and say, look, you all are crazy. Personal emails, though, where not much thought went to them and nothing was ever done with them. You know, I mean, your attorney, whenever I talked to him, he said, hey, this is a done deal. He's innocent. He's getting off. Don't worry about that. You know, we don't need that. You know, he did a good job, but he was absolutely convinced you're innocent and you were walking. You know. But he was convinced. Yeah, I mean, they didn't look at the evidence. They looked at emails. They looked at fucking nutty emails. And, like, these people are nuts with their emails. They don't even write emails. Like, but they spun a story. You know, complete with my sister's fucking book. You know, it's like, the sister's book has nothing to do with this fucking case. But why is it being discussed? To make us people look like we're shitting on Tallahassee.
Yeah, exactly.
I never even read her for sure. You know, to basically make it feel like we're above Tallahassee. My dad's dental practice was netting about $170,000 a year. Kaplan gets up there and says practice nets $2 million a year. Why? It paints the picture they want to make. My guy's net is netting 170, not 2 million, 170. Doesn't matter. That doesn't like, because you know it's all about the picture they want to paint. You know, they said I made $3 million a year. I never made one. It sounds good. So you make 3. They close to 1 at the very end, you know, by peak. I just gotta. This is insane. I should have fucking known better. Should have known better when I thought I had a shot to take the shit in trial. Sure. I really believe, you know, this is a fucking joke. Because I saw the case they put on. They're putting on a case with my sister's book and my mom's emails. What does my sister's book and my mom's emails have anything to do with the case? Other than to get the people sitting there to hate us. They think you're crazy. That's what it came down to. I mean, how many text messages and emails did they show that had nothing to do with the case? Like,
But you just can't have a jury in fucking Tallahassee, Travis.
they put in a motion to change the venue in the middle of the jury selection. The judge denied it.
I know.
I tried to call him college before, but I'm sure he's been doing stuff. And, call you. Talk to you.
Can you call anytime?
Yeah, I can call anytime. I'm gonna call my mom and tell her to put some more money on my phone. We got like 17 bucks on there. I always call you on my inmate. I think you put 100 on there, but I never called you on. You probably still have 100 on yours. So if I call you, did you put 100 bucks on yours?
I have no idea. I gave him a bunch of money and I never knew what it was for. I mean, it was like emails and shit. They made it so fucking complicated to contact you. I mean, Howard was the only one that figured it out. I asked Howard, how the fuck did you do it? He said, oh, I did it here and I got a account there. And I said, well, shit, Charlie can call me when he wants.
Yeah, so, I would call you on mine. I would call you on inmate because I never want someone to have to sit there and talk with the credit card when I call it. And call my mom. Now we got like $13 on my account. I'm gonna put the money on there. But yeah, no, I can call you. I can call you anytime.
Okay. Well,
so if you, I may call my parents again later.
I text your mom and dad. I got to text back. So.
My parents haven't talked to my sister. I asked my parents. The only people they've spoken to are me and my lawyer. They haven't talked to anyone. I think it's.
Let me think on this. See if I can think of any rabbits in the hat.
Yeah. Good. Good luck. I really was optimistic after this past weekend, thinking I was again now. Huge letdown from that. But I will. So it's still fresh, man. I'm still in shock. Like it's.
Yeah. Me too.
It's still in jail, but it doesn't feel real. It just feels like another day from another cell. But it's gonna feel real tomorrow, I'm sure, when I wake up. So. But I love you guys, Mike, and thank you for being there for me.
We love you too, Charlie. We'll stay in touch.
I will. Thanks for picking up when I called you.
Oh, sure. Anytime.
You got it, Mike. Have a good night. Love you. Bye.
The caller has hung up.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Charlie.
an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press
1. To refuse, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey. How are you guys?
We're okay. We're all right.
I got. By the way, I only have like $15 on my phone. Yeah.
Okay. I'll take care of it right now.
Yeah. I called Michael. I talked to him for like 20 minutes. I didn't say he had texted you guys.
You did. What about commissary or eye care? What about those things?
I got food for. I'll get the food when I get back into the pod from the guys I gave it to. I'm not that hungry. They had chicken tonight. Shitty, but they ate it. And they gave me 2 packages of tuna fish back. They'll give me my food back. last night I thought I may be getting out today, so I gave away all my commissaries that I had saved up. The two guys I gave it to, Brent, they'll give it right back. It's not, they're not keeping it or anything. But I'm just in this one cell for the night. So they just I'm just in a cell for the night. In the morning, the chief of the jail is going to come see me, and we're going to have they have like nurses that come and they're going to ask me a bunch of questions. I mean, I'm not suicidal, but I guess they just do that so they don't have a problem and you have you under observation, But I understand why they do it, but I told the sergeant to put me in here. I said, if you keep me in here long, I'm going to go fucking crazy. Just because,
They'll let you go back. They'll see you're okay. They'll let you go back.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Listen, I woke up in jail and back in jail. I've been here for a year and a half. I guess that was a very big swing of emotions to go from like thinking you're getting out.
We were all sad.
Yeah. I can't. What's that?
I took a whole bunch of clothes from a couple of weeks ago. I packed up a suitcase for you, so when you came, I had it ready for you to go to a hotel with it. I had everything ready for you.
I didn't, honestly, the way I've been in Tallahassee for a year and a half, I could tell the temperature up here. I could tell how everybody knew who I was. This was not a case that this was not a normal case that this was a special case. This was not, and I said it, and I knew it. I knew I should have. I knew what they wanted to do. I stayed, and I saw it coming. I saw the freight train coming. Probably fine. What else I can say? I'll be fine. Gotta be strong.
You gotta be strong.
Just fucking stars. That's what it's playing. What's that?
I'm saying we'll try to do everything we can to help you.
Don't give up, Charlie.
No, I'm not giving it up. Listen, this was Tallahassee Super Bowl. But when I sat, it's funny, I was so optimistic and everything. When I sat this morning and I saw what she was doing in the clues, and I kept writing down notes, like, she's lying. She's making shit up. She's making issues of things that are not related to anything. It's not even evidence. They're just saying it's circumstantial evidence that I called my parents' home phone number. And they put together an impressive pie chart that the 10th grader could figure out there's nothing special about it. But she made it out to be special. Everything was special. Everything was boom, boom. Wendy's book that she wrote became Wendy's put it down Tallahassee. Wendy never put down Tallahassee in her book, but she kind of spun to be the way Wendy looks at Tallahassee, it was like Wendy was putting down Tallahassee. She wasn't putting down Tallahassee in her book. But it's the way it was, you take the text, and you take the email, and you take the book, put some more pictures of emails up, and you got the show.
I know.
And I'm sitting there and watching the show, and at the end of the show, she's quoting Ryan Fitzpatrick, who I didn't know in 2014. giving information on 2014, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Like I spoke to the guy twice in 2014. Even though he was my best friend in 14, evidently.
Yeah, but I know, I heard it.
I'm like he was my best friend in 14. And then they say, listen, whatever the thing that he gave instructions is told me, like, whatever the prosecutor says or the defense attorney says in closing, it's not to be construed as evidence. It's not presented as evidence. They're just summarizing things in the case. You got to listen to what you heard during the trial. It doesn't go like that. These people just look and listen to the closing, and the way everything was like spun at the closing, I was like, this isn't reality. If these people are watching this is not reality, but they had this 2-hour production. No, I
several times. I know. We all caught it.
Like it did. You know, each person's, you know, has their own. It's like everybody who walks in has their own agenda, or you know, or a bone to pick, or a tail to spin, and everything just gets taken as like face value. Like I feel like a fool for even thinking or letting people convince me that I was gonna have a shot. I really feel stupid. God, you know, they say go if you've got instincts, that don't listen to anyone else. You hear me? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
The caller has hung up.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Charlie.
an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press
1. To refuse, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey.
You couldn't hear me. I knew something was wrong.
No, I couldn't. Did you hear me saying hello, hello, hello?
No, not at all. I was
Weird.
Yeah, it just went quiet.
And the bars didn't go down on my phone.
They've got what? The same, they take your mattress and put it in another room?
Yeah, I rolled up my mattress, and I got a blanket, and it's just in another room. So it's like a solitary cell. You know, it's got a camera in here, it's got a glass, and it's just got a bed. You know, I'll have contact with anybody. Hopefully, people won't be all right.
Different floor or same floor?
No, picture of my pod. You can't picture it, but there's like a concept. It's my pod that is there 2 stories. You know, it's got a second level. Right. So it's got a second level and then a first level, and then on the halfway to the pod there's a concrete wall, and then they have all the suicide on a quarter of the pod underneath, all the cells up on top. So it's like set up just like the pod is, but it's got a whole wall that divides it, and then it's got this 15 cells back here, 6 men, 6 women, and they got cameras in each one of them, and they have an office that sits and watches all the closed circuit cameras in each cell, and And that's, so there's a toilet, a sink, and it's got a bed, a slab, rolled up my mattress and blanket, brought it in here. And it's, for tonight, and I'm sure 5:30 in the morning, they're probably going to bring 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, you're getting the nurses with 6 o'clock. She can probably come through at some point, check me out of it. Hopefully allow me to go back to the pod that I came from. Yeah. I'll be there for at least another 30 days. And then I'll be transferred. I just thought I was going to get, honestly, I thought I was going to get a fair shake. And I never, put it this way, I never thought I was going to get a fair shake. I got led to believe that I was going to get a fair shake, and I started to believe it myself.
Dan is writing to me while we're talking, Charlie.
Yeah, man.
We're going to continue to fight. Not giving up on you, just wait.
I know. It's just a big case for Tallahassee. It's not your normal case comes back on appeals and they let a guy go. Like that.
Rissy's flying back to Miami.
He drove.
Oh, he drove.
I mean, I stayed around because I thought I'd get a fair shake, but that's not what happened.
I know.
It's like I should have stayed around for this. This is not something like, I don't know how, I just don't know how Dan was so optimistic. He was very optimistic, which I appreciate. But
because the case was good, and he was good, and you were good. It was the jury, honey. It was just what you said.
There was no jury in Tallahassee that would have let me go. That was never going to happen. I mean, we were like outsiders up here. Let's put it that way. We were definitely outsiders and looked at as like people from another planet that shit on Tallahassee. When she started doing that whole thing about Wendy's book, I was like,
are you kidding me? I know. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, it paints the picture. What are you doing? Why were emails with constant, theme? You probably lost 80% of this. Listen, you never win. You have to get it. The best you can do is, like one of the guards was saying to me, he goes, the best you can do is hang. You have to have unanimous. I mean, 12 people have to vote your way. I mean, you think you're going to get all 12 people to vote your way? You're crazy. Not up here. The best you do is hang. If you hang, you do it. The best you do is hang. If you hang, you stay here. You stay until they retry it. And they get another bite of the apple. These people fucking hated me. I mean, they looked at me like some guy that's making $5 million a year. I wasn't.
I know you weren't. Well, they're not finished, this family. You're just the start.
Well, I know.
There's nothing, as you know, there's nothing you can do right now. You get through the night, you'll see these people in the morning, you get back to your cell. I'm going on to secure a check, the money to the account, so it will be okay. And you need commissary money too, right? Commissary and...
Like the commissary, man. And I probably hold off on that because I got commissary money. I just need to get all my shit I gave away.
Well, check tomorrow and see what you have, and you'll tell me what to order for the eye care, okay?
Yeah, hold off until next weekend to order it. And then I think the first camp I get to, I don't think you can order commissary, so we go a little bit without commissary. Trust me. Until I know it's safe for me to get stuff, I'm not gonna, like wherever I go, until I know that it's safe, I'm not gonna be ordering like I have, you know? Like I've had my own cell, my own batch.
You said you're going to probably go back to your own cell tomorrow, right? Charlie? Hello?
Yeah, sorry, the thing, the bars just went down for a second, I'm back.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought tomorrow you'll go back to your own cell, right? The private cell?
Yeah, I should. I'm going to be in Leon County at least for another month, because then they have sentencing. And then they'll move me after they do sentencing. Like, I'm only going to be here for probably a month, and then they usually do sentencing, and then they usually move you, like, the following Tuesday, is when the buses come. Then they move you to, like, an intake center. You learn all the stuff, like, you have to do. Kind of like they keep it like military, how they want things done. And then from there, they'll tell me where they're going to ship me to. Someone will pick it apart. So, last thing I need is for you guys to get sick of, because I don't really have much else.
You're going to be fine, Charlie. Yeah. I just need you to be okay. It's fine.
Yeah, no. I'm going to take a shot. I'm still in jail. I was in jail yesterday and in jail today. I'd be more comfortable if I was in my cell. I'd be more comfortable if I was around the people that I talk to.
Right.
Walk around the little rec deck area.
It's already 9:30. They'll put the lights out at 11, so you get to go to sleep.
And this time, well, I haven't had anything like that.
They don't have the lights on?
No, but I can honestly, I've gotten to the point I just put my head underneath the blanket, and then it's dark. I've got a sheet, and then I've got a thick blanket. So I do that, and then I can sleep. So, no, I'm in here, and it's just pacing around. They don't shut the lights on. They got the cameras on you. Well, they have a guard sitting watching the cameras. So, I don't know. I just literally was really thinking I was getting out.
We all did. Just a shock.
Like I came to believe I was getting out, but like the temperature here in Tallahassee wasn't coming. You know what I mean? It's just like the way everybody's reacting to everything. It was like everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid too much. Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
I should have. I would say trust your gut instinct. Like, should have trusted my gut. Instead of listening to people. Yeah. No, and then I have like, people convince me otherwise, and then I'm like, oh, okay. No, I'm good. Should have gone with my gut instinct. Like, it was so, trust me, it was so on, it was ridiculous. Like, my gut instinct was so on, but I didn't trust my gut. Like, when we get it, like a good gut instinct. It's a good gut instinct.
Yeah, I know.
I trust it. I knew when I was sitting eating sushi with Roman that last time that I was with him. Like when we all went to sushi in Weston. Remember, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I look at the pictures all the time. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know the video when I'm eating sashimi with him?
Yeah.
I swear to God on my life, I knew when I was sitting there taking the video with him. I just did. That's what was going through my head. Wasn't enjoying the moment as much as I was thinking, like this is on video. It's really kind of weird, like the turtles. It's weird. It was almost like an out of body. I felt like it was out of body experience while I was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just. Like I was there, but I just felt like this was like I was literally cherishing every moment. More so than I should have been for you, especially with my kid. Sorry. It's all in my head is just trust me. I want you guys to take care of yourself because I honestly I don't have much else to manage my life with now. Worse if something happens, guys.
I know.
So, like, you need to take something to relax. Like, take something to relax. So, you know what I mean?
I do, sweetie. I do. I know.
Well, I know we're going to figure out a lot of shit in the next couple of weeks anyway.
Right.
I know. Today's not the day to figure stuff out.
Not today. No.
I'm honestly, I cried a little bit myself, but I'm more just like state of shock.
You're in shock. I know.
Okay, it's very.
We all are.
I mean, I just hope. Yeah, talking of. What's that?
I was just
You
going to say.
Yeah.
Just hang in there, please, because.
Yeah.
Things might change.
No. things can change. I mean, miracles can happen. But it's number one in this case is that it would have to get moved out of Tallahassee. I mean, it was an absolute joke when I was sitting there. Fucking, you know, it was a spectacle. It was literally a spectacle. Out of 152 people we had come in, 93 were honest enough to say that they already what they knew about the case and reveal their biased opinion. We had 5 people on the jury with law enforcement in their family.
With law enforcement in the family.
Yeah. Like, I had a guy that was a 20-year sergeant in the Army and then retired in the post office 20 years. Or working in the post office. 20-year sergeant in the Army. Like, 20 years black sergeant from the United States Army. Like, you're not looking, like, how is a 60-year-old retired sergeant from the Army look at me? Like an alien. Like an outsider. I mean, I was a total outsider up here. This was not, nobody could have won this case up here, let's put it that way. Not even, I mean, you think Dan could be that wrong?
You know,
like you gotta have 12 people vote your way to get out.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't have one. They didn't have fucking one.
You could only make so many X's. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean the X's that really need to be used. They're X's. They said it was kind of Charlie a fair shake. Get him out of here. They used their 12 to get anybody that would have given me a fair shake. That they threw. I used their 10. I used my 10 to get rid of people I needed to get rid of. You know, but I still don't, I mean, I know it's the system or whatever, but like, I still don't understand how they can be taking so many things that have nothing to do with the case, from like the whole phone number to email to people's statements who have like vendettas, like, and then like present them like, oh, this person said this person said this person said you're arrogant. I mean, he's so arrogant. What makes me arrogant? He makes a lot of money.
They're just trying to paint the picture.
Yeah, they throw some adjectives. You know, you think you're untouchable. I never said I was untouchable. Someone described me as that. Said, now you can keep referring to me as that. Okay. Well, you're painting me like that, and then you throw that adjective there, and then you spin it, and you come up with a fucking chart that shows that I call the home phone number only, 99.8% of the time. I never call the home phone number. What can you call it? It's their own line.
The prosecutor knows she threw in lies. She knows exactly what she did. She played games with a jury and got it. Got what she wanted.
And she's a Tallahassee person, and I'm not. Very simple. I just, you know what? Part of me is just mad at myself because I saw the freight train coming. It just, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
You know, trolling. You know.
I know exactly what you saw.
So, we're taking the day off tomorrow at work. Sherry called in. They're fine with it. They understand. She's pretty upset.
Yeah, I know.
For a while.
I know.
Did you talk to her?
We've been texting back and forth. I couldn't talk. I didn't want to talk to anybody. Talk to you and talk to Dan. That's it. I want to talk to you. But I texted, and I know, I understand, I know what happened with her.
So I didn't call her again. It's really, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but it sucks.
Like, it's not even, I just don't, I just don't want you guys to get sick over it.
We'll be okay, Charlie.
Try to keep it together, Charlie.
Really, we'll try.
Do everything you can.
Yeah.
You haven't talked to Wendy at all, have you?
I told you, I'm only talking to you and Dan tonight. I don't want to talk to anybody else. I just can't.
Did you text with her at all?
I just texted. Just when the verdict came in.
What?
Just when the verdict came in.
How was she?
What?
Very upset. She's very upset.
Very upset. Very upset.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? What do we got to watch?
I love you so much, Charlie. Please, I love you.
Just be strong, okay? Just be strong.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
No, listen, I'll be strong. Maybe call Bree again. I don't even know if I want to call Janice. I may call her for 2 minutes just to touch base, but that's it.
Yeah. Free's still up. I know she'll call you. I know she'll call
Yeah.
you.
I may talk to Janice for a few minutes. I don't really.
If you don't feel like yourself, that's all.
Yeah, I'll call her. I don't want to say.
Okay.
Very sweet. I really thought I was going to get out. What else is going on?
That what you just said to me.
Yeah. Not much else. Huh?
Not much else.
Okay. I'm heavy at having PC as well.
Talk to her and then try to put your head down and just.
Yeah.
Take deep breaths, you know.
I'll be all right. Take one day at a time. We'll get through this.
Yes, you will.
I hope I'll get to see you guys soon at some point.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I hope so too.
No, I will. It'll be not as soon as I want it, but
We'll see you soon, Charlie. We'll talk every day. We'll see you soon.
I'll talk to you guys every day and just, my priorities is I just want to take care of Roman as best I can.
We'll make sure that happens. And have faith because there's a chance that this is going to change. So just have faith, okay?
Yeah, no, I do. And listen, you never know. It just has. It has. In order for it to change, it definitely has to be out of Tallahassee. The jury selection was a sham.
It's a sham, actually. It's a sham.
It was a sham, and put it this way, if I would have known that she was going to be able to do what she was doing with, making the case about text messages and emails and Jeff Wallace statements and Ryan Fitzpatrick statements and, make a whole case out of it. Jesus. I did not think that.
The lying was so obvious, I don't understand why they couldn't see it. It was blatant.
Well, it's not that. I mean, look, you wrote a book. You think anyone on there has read a book in the last year? I didn't even read Lynn's book, but how many people on that? I mean, someone writes a book. I mean, what she say in the book? I mean, she was putting down Tallahassee in her book. She was foreshadowing some place that they were stuck in. If you took out 90% of what she was saying was just utter fluff. It was just painting a picture. I mean, you trust me, this was not, she wasn't putting on a trial, she was putting on a show. I mean, I thought it was going to be more fact-based than show making.
Yeah, only one side had facts, the other side was just blatant nonsense and lies.
Book, email.
Yeah, that's evidence.
What about the text message where I said there's 5 reasons why Wendy shouldn't buy a house in Tallahassee? How about the one is that a house is a pain in the ass? And there's constant maintenance. How about 2, I bought a house and my house appreciated in value by 50% by the second year I owned it. There's 5 reasons. They maybe have to be aha. It's just they didn't look at anything.
I'm sorry?
They didn't look at anything that they had done, to be honest with you. It was nothing.
And it really is sinful. He presented well. He did a great job. I mean, there's no complaints on that part at all. Nothing.
No, I know he worked hard. There's no doubt. This was a case was never going to be more than Tallahassee. Never was this case going to be more than Tallahassee. That's the only thing I can tell you that's positive. That's 100% positive. I just I didn't expect that from the prosecution. I thought it was all the show.
Such a joke with no evidence what she could pull off. It's just because that's what they wanted.
Well, listen, they painted a picture, and people hated you from the picture they painted, and it made the rest very easy.
Shameful.
Look, the number one thing I can't have is you guys get sick. Please.
I promise we'll be okay.
You need to take antrazonics, take a deep breath, relax. It's not worth it. Take a little less. You might as well take a little more. Just try to relax.
We will.
Yeah, I love you guys very much.
I love you very much.
I love you too, Charlie. I've always loved you. I've always loved you.
We'll take care of this, Charlie. Work through it, okay?
Yeah, I'm staying strong. I'll be fine. Stay strong. I'll be good. I'm getting myself tomorrow. Move around a little bit. I'll be all right.
Okay.
I'll make contact. I'll tell her just to give you guys a few days before you come. I'll tell her. I'll tell Janet you'll call her at the end of the week.
Yeah.
So you guys feel a little bit out right now.
Yeah. Okay. I love you, sweetheart. We'll talk tomorrow, okay?
All right. I love you a lot. Have a good night, okay?
I love you, Charlie.
All right. Love you too. Love you guys. Have a good night. All right. Be strong. All right. Bye, guys.
The caller has hung up. Hello,
Your
this
call
is
has
free
been
call
forwarded to
from
voicemail.
Charlie.
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At
an
the tone,
incarcerated
please
individual
record your
at the
message.
Leon
When
County
you have
Jail.
finished
This
recording,
call
you may
is
hang
not
up.
private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Charlie.
an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept charges and consent to this recorded call, press
1. To refuse. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, guys.
Hey, honey. I just
Hey.
added that $100, so it should show up on your
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if you did because I called Janet and said you got $10. So if it doesn't show up tonight, it'll show up tomorrow. That's fine. I just wanted to remind you because I thought maybe you forgot because you were all set.
Oh no! I just did it literally as we hung up.
Oh, okay. That's cool. It'll be on there at some point. So.
Yeah, if it doesn't show, I mean, they already sent me. Let's see, they already sent. Let me see if the confirmation is through.
No, don't worry. I'm sure you did. I can always call you collect. You're on there collect.
I have a lot of money on mine, so call collect. But I just got the confirmation, so it did go through.
Okay. All right. Listen, I love you guys a lot. Take an extra Xanax and just relax. Okay.
We will.
All right. I'm fine. I'll call you tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Okay.
We will.
Call us anytime.
All right. Love you guys. Take care. All right. Bye.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from
Charlie.
an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey. So I just wanted to call you. I'm not really in the mood for talking, but I just wanted to call you.
I know. Thank you for calling me.
So.
You okay?
Yeah, it's kind of in the state of shock. I mean, I've gone through it. I'm fine then.
I know.
And my parents are pretty upset. that?
I said I'm devastated.
Yeah. I don't think my parents have spoken to anyone other than my lawyer and they, their family, nobody else. But they'll probably call you by the end of the week at some point. But right now, they don't want to talk to anyone.
Okay. Is there anything that I need to do?
Okay. Make sure the boat don't sink.
I know, I'm good. I'm good.
I'll call Mike tomorrow and I'll have you come back and pick it up.
I mean, it's doing fine. I mean, it's there. It's still covered.
Yeah, it just doesn't get into the water in the warehouse.
Yeah, I think it'll be good if he just gets it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's easier. One of the things worried about cane is to be sitting there and not being wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shock. One left to the other one. But
So is Dan leaving tomorrow?
he's trying to back tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a call now, actually.
Okay, honey.
I'm going to want to just call him for a few minutes. That's basically it.
Okay. Well, let's keep fighting, yeah?
Yeah. Keep fighting, I'll keep my chin up. And, I'll call you tomorrow and I'll keep fighting. It's just, no, my parents just aren't good things down. They don't want to talk to anybody right now.
You don't want me to talk to... Wait, huh?
No. I said my parents aren't in a great place. They're not really talking to anybody right now, but maybe I'll give you a call by the end of the week.
Okay. That's fine. I won't bother them. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I'll be alright. I will, I'll be strong. I'll give you a call tomorrow for 2 minutes, okay?
Yeah, okay, babe. That would be great, please.
Alright, well, have a good night.
Okay, I love you, babe.
Take care.
Alright, baby, you too, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, baby.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6. Hello, this is a free call from
Charlie.
an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hang on. How are you?
I'm fine. I was roaming with the family in Battersea, and I was downstairs with my mom and Tim watching
Oh yeah, it's a reality show.
Well, they had just started it, and then you had called, so I ran upstairs because I needed to charge my phone.
Yeah.
Charlie, I cannot believe that.
I feel like the whole thing was a sham. I really do. Like they did not.
Are you going to go for an appeal, or
Yeah, I'm doing an appeal on this one. I'm definitely going to do an appeal, but I'm telling you that this was the Super Bowl up here. They're not going to. They're not going to. Like, I don't feel there's many mistakes on my case. You know, like, I'm sure everything we did is bad luck, you know. You know, they knew everything was in like too cold. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, I can tell you that the public opinion, when I was telling you that you changed from the public opinion, there were so many of the public opinion's mindset before, you still, I mean, there's people out there saying, like, wow, I'm shocked. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. The amount it took, I mean, they're commenting.
They're what?
They're commenting. They're saying, like, wow, this is a shock. It wasn't just, people were actually shocked that you were found guilty. Charlie.
In 3 hours. Like, they literally got it at 1:30.
Yeah.
They ate for an hour, so they got it really 2.5 hours. They got it by 1:30, and they had an hour lunch. They didn't look at the evidence. They did not bring the clues, and was nothing but emails that were 10 years old that were sent to somebody who wasn't named, text messages that the state's using to interpret one way. They're saying like sarcasm, which was obvious sarcasm. They're thinking literally that I was buying gifts for Sigfredo. They were quoting Ryan Fitzpatrick, my former best friend. Right? My former best friend. He said he was my best friend. Oh, he said he was my best friend. Okay, so he said he was your best friend, and he threw it down close like he wasn't. Must be true. Or it was a sham.
What do you don't want from me? Do you want photos? Do you want,
I'll let you know what I want. I'll let you know what I want from photos. I don't want photos right now.
Okay. And then in the near future, a visit?
Yeah, well, we don't have a visitor right now. You can't have visits. Doesn't need jail.
I mean, Charlie, you have us forever. I mean, there's.
Yeah.
I know it's not ideal to only have a phone conversation relationship with your son, but if that's what you have, then that's what you have, and I will never let you down with that, okay? And you will.
Being able to talk to him on the phone will be great. And like, listen, when I can see him, someplace where I can have a visitor, that I can. That'll be amazing.
Then I will be there. You just let me know what you need, what you want in the moment, okay?
Yeah. No, right now I need to pick up the phone, shoot a few for a few minutes, talk to Roman, tell him still at work if he don't say anything. If he brings it up, just like that. It'll be a long time before it puts two and two.
I think we have, he's 5, he's going on 6. We have a couple of years before something needs to be done. He's fine. You know, there's no, it's not like he's surrounded by my family. No one speaks about you. No one, talks about you because it cuts him out of that negative energy. And he speaks to you. So it's what you and I tell him. It's what he speaks to, of course, speaking to your parents. They say the same thing. And it is, that's the only thing. We have a little bit of time. Don't worry about that. All right? That's not something we have to worry about now. He's good.
Keeping my head up.
I just want you to be okay. Okay?
I'll be fine. Keeping my head up. The best. They'll fucking yell all night. I'm honestly bringing the biggest shock because I've been here for a year and a half thinking I was going to get out. Did you watch the whole closing that Kaplan did? You saw what she did with my over the text. Email, book.
Watch the whole thing. I hate her so much.
She built a case on, text. Nothing to do with anything. She literally just attacked me personally. She's like, "You're arrogant."
She's had my name in her mouth for 9 years now.
Yeah.
For 9 years. And I hope she goes to sleep very happy tonight because she's a disgusting human being that I hate so much that took away the father's like. My heart is totally broken. And not just my heart. I know your heart is broken.
There's my heart broken.
What's wrong? I promise to do anything and everything to make you happy and proud and make Roman the best man he can absolutely be.
It's like I lost everything. Roman lost my life.
You will always have Roman.
Yeah, I know.
It is not your son. Johnny will always be there for you. If you miss me, if you just miss him, if you see that you lose him, he's still here, and it's not like he doesn't know what he seeks to do every day.
Well, I always talk to him every day.
And in a year or two, we'll figure out how to approach a different situation. Right now, he's good. Okay?
Yeah, in a year or two. And then if we have to, we'll just hopefully I'll get someplace where I can actually have visitors in person.
Yeah. Should we get married? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
That's a joke.
yeah.
You get more visits like that.
That's life sacrifice.
This is, yeah, I was not expecting that.
I mean, and you know, the crazy thing is, like, this past weekend I was, like, feeling positive and felt about everything. I really was like,
No, after reading everything online, I felt the same.
you were saying, like, but what Capital did was the jury pool that I had here was so bad, each person gets 10 X's. So the 10 X's that I used were to get people that were horrible off my jury. The 10 X's she used were to get anybody who would have given me a fair shot off my jury. So I actually had a guy that was juror number 15, which was an alternate juror, who would have made the jury hung. He was not going to convict me.
Right.
But he couldn't be on the main jury. He was an alternate. He was smart enough to see what mistakes he did.
I mean, it was a total of 3 hours, right?
They were deliberated and they were gone for 3 hours, but not even because they ate lunch. Like, even the instructions, dude, like, the way she read them and explained them to the jury in her closing, it was like, you know, if you think he's guilty, like, you know, you feel that beyond a, you know, like, she made beyond a reasonable doubt sound like, if you think he's guilty, you go guilty. Not like, you can think he's guilty, but you need proof. If you're going to be, you got to be 99.9% sure. Reasonable doubt is very vague. Mark.
It is, but I felt like Dan explained that very well. I feel like these jurors just had their minds made up from the get-go. Unfortunately.
I think they did. And I think reasonable doubt is them. It's like, oh, I'm pretty sure he did it. You have to know. You have to know you know what happened. Not like I got a theory and I'm basing it off of fucking angry emails from a mom. That's not really like how it's supposed to work. Don't present evidence.
Your house. It's going to happen with Buddy. It's going to happen with, or is that, did you not want me to ask those questions?
Something's going to happen. Parents are beyond beside themselves right now. Beyond beside themselves.
No, your mom texted me back, and she said that you broke down when it came to Ron. And you know, she said a little thing, said I love you. And, you know, of course, I love him, and I'll be checking in with him every day. I mean, I'll do anything for you.
This is like fine with a lot of stuff when it comes to Roman. You know, and I got honestly like, I'll figure something out. I'll think it's what I want to do. I haven't even thought about what I'm going to do about it.
If you just know that I am here, I'm not saying we'll move into the house. I meant like I am here. We're in North Carolina, but like
I was planning on moving back to my house, having somebody that's there. Say thank you very much. I need more space. I need some time for myself. I was planning on having some time by myself for this time in my house, me and Buddy, and then figuring my life out from there and about everything.
And just move on. And, you know, now, okay, but
I don't know if once
talking
again.
about that because now, things are, we gotta focus on that.
But
right? Maybe you haven't had a moment to think about it. You don't need to think about it right now.
I honestly can't even think about it. And they, you know, I mean, I haven't even said anything to Janet as far as what I plan on doing with Buddy. I know that I don't know anything actually. All I know is my guess is that the house is probably going to get rented or sold. Yeah. And Buddy's going to figure out what I'm going to do. I just understand.
You need a couple of days to kind of just digest what has just happened. You need to think about things.
You live in an apartment and have he's a 3-year-old dog that used to having people around him all the time. You know, it's not necessarily fair. I'm sitting in an apartment for 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day later at work. You know, and then he gets some long walks and a couple long walks a day. And,
I would do anything.
No, I don't know. No, I don't. I know you would. Let me think. Let me think. Because right now it's just one more thing to make my life more sad about my life.
You know, I know there's things that need to be figured out, and I want you to know that I'm here for you.
I don't need to figure it out tomorrow. You know,
we're not focused on. No, we're not all settled. We weren't all settled before. To be honest, Charlie, we haven't been all settled because we haven't had you. So any life change, we're all getting used to it together. Okay? We're family. In my eyes, we hold hands with us. So, but yes, right now, just deal with, just think about everything that's happening. You need to digest and think about things. And, you know, just know that I'm here for anything that you need. And if it came to Buddy, I'm going to be
Yeah, no, I know. I just think that. That's the last thing I need to say about it.
I know. Sorry.
I need one thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
I literally had Mike, Scott Radio, stay at my house. Could you get in town? Graduation, fiance. It came to town on the 18th. He came to town on the 14th and left on the 18th. And I was So I put him up at my house. He came with his friend, his daughter, her husband. His daughter got married. This guy just got engaged. This girl he's been dating for 3 years. What do you call it? He stayed at my house. Wasn't saying without me, but he got all excited. I had Mike bring a little flat soda over so he could use the flat soda, have it ready and waiting, all fixed, and go ahead and sit it down at the house right now. Had Mike pick that thing up. People in that trust to
Charlie, you are an amazing person. You always have been. You've been the most generous, the most supportive, a very, nice person. And I am not expecting it. That was stressful. And not only is you are honestly the most amazing man I've ever met in my entire life. And I cannot ask for that.
that's his brain. Hopefully I get through this one day and come through.
And we are always here for you. Roman has one dad who never has his dad, will never have. No, he needed you. And we'll always love you. He told me 2 days ago, the first thing he said when he woke up, I can tell you, literally, I was asleep. And he woke me up and said, I have something very important to tell you. I said, what? He said, what, baby? I'm like, I'm literally waking up. And he's like, I miss Daddy. You will always be number one. You will always be. Sorry. Sorry. I think we've got a lot to stomach and think about. Thank you very much.
Well, I love the upbringing. Keep checking on my parents for me.
Of course I will. Roman has a teacher with you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll definitely call you tomorrow and talk to them. Alright, I love you too. Hang in there, okay?
Hang in there. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, let me hang in there. I'll be tough, okay?
Please do.
I will. I love you. Have a good night.
You too.